Majima! Hi everyone! How is everyone today? I hope everyone's Sunday is going well. It's been pretty chill for me so far. We're lacking a Vulki today because they needed a little bit more rest. They weren't feeling too well today. But we'll just be continuing on with our cat cafe, making what progress we can with that. And it is looking super cute from the outside. I am very happy with it. And I think we've already done most of the outside at this point, because we did this parking lot last time. I do want to add some more like foliage and stuff on the outer edge, put some more bushes and stuff. But we do have this super cute playground over here. I'm very happy with that. Hi, Eternal. And then if we hop over the fence and go back here, as you can see we've got the mystery machine and everything. And it's kind of this area back here that we still need to figure out what we're all doing with. Because I think we've got like a couple more things that we want to put in here to make it feel like the proper place where cats are crated type thing. Before they're put in the cat play place, essentially. And have the people who are eating ice cream come and give them attention. Oh, wait, did we do... Hop back here. So we've done that bathroom. I can close that door. I can't close that door. Alright, guess that door stayed open. Okay, so we didn't do the back storage back here. But yeah, so we've got all of this back space to do. I think we'll tweak this area a little bit more before we continue on with the other ones. Because I do want to put a couple extra things back here. Because I know we need like a lighting fixture, and then I feel like this area needs something to like help care for the cats, whether it's like a grooming station or something like that. So let's start with just ceiling light. That'll probably be a good place to start. Maybe this is time for boob lamp. Let's see. So middle would be from here. Probably to about there. No, over more. That'll be there-ish. Turn that on. It's not too bad, but I'm not sure it's the right feel. So maybe not boob lamp. We could try these ones. Do like there. No, I don't think those ones either. We could do LED strips around the edge, but that doesn't feel quite right either. Maybe we do like this ceiling lamp? I feel like that's a little bit closer, but also not. We're kind of in the in-between here for, is this, like, I don't know how to words. I'm struggling on words. We could do like that one, but that still feels small. Could go even smaller, do like inset lights. Actually, if we do these ones with the white outline maybe, because then we could do like here and then here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And then skip like 3. Skip 3 again. That sort of works. Maybe I want to space them out more than that though. So maybe go 3 lines between them instead of the 2 lines between them. Carry that to there. Ooh. Danny, thank you for the sub.
Bah.
I'm still concerned on you spending money on me though. Took me a second. Alright, and then that one there, and there. It's your prime? Okay. Prime is better. Let's change this to glossy painted wood. Turn the brightness down to like 48. Put that on all the others. That's fair, Tanny. Still not sure whether I like those lights or not. What do you guys think? Because it works, it spreads it out, but I don't know. Do we have any cute wall decor that could go on that wall? It might be funny to put like a big fish model. Because cats like fish. That just feels silly. I could do a wall light there, maybe? Clock could also be a good option. Kind of like the clock. And then wall lamps. Oh, there goes my OBS again. Don't know what's going on with that. Why my OBS is just not... Can you stop doing that, Tanny? Alright, am I back now? See it reconnected? I'm really gonna have to research why it's doing that. I've tried to find stuff, but I can't figure it out. Alright, lamp. That could be cute, doing like bubble thingies. Why the boop? Not sure I like those either. Mark off that poop. I could do a curtain, maybe? Maybe a curtain would look cute there. Something like that, and then tweak the pattern. Maybe we do one of the cat patterns here. Do that one, or we could do the paw print one? No, I think the paw print one is going to look too similar to the wallpaper. Where's the other cat one, though? Oh, there it is. So maybe that one, and then... Well, I'm glad you're clean now, Eternal. Maybe one like that? now we've got the little cat theme there. Could even scoop this down. You made the Pokemon equivalent to a sniper? That's an interesting one. Maybe a tall storage? Yeah, it's a cute way to make crates. File cabinet maybe? Or maybe we could have it like that way. Seems like a smart way of putting that. And then we could do a bin. Little bin tucked here. I know we did like these as treat backs. I don't know if we want to do more in there or not. So my music feels a little loud. Let me tone that down. There we go. And then, what else do we need in this backstage spot for cats? Maybe we do like some functional cabinets on that other wall. So we do maybe sink here, and then could do fridge. Can I change the side that one's on? Yeah. So now we have fridge there. And then can do I think I need a bit narrower than that then. Put that one there, and then next one, this one? Yeah. So now I've got some nice cabinets, little mini fridge built back here, just in case I have to, like, keep medicine cold for the cats or something. And then... How do I always do that perfectly? I don't even know, honestly. It's one of those things of just, I try and pay attention to what's kind of left in terms of space, and just build largest to smallest type thing. Hi, Handle, how are you? It kind of works, kind of doesn't. I don't know why the white wood doesn't feel white enough. It's probably fine though. I could have it be white plastic instead of white wood. Maybe that'll work better. Yeah, that feels a little bit better to me. And then maybe for the handles, we bring in that cyan again. There we go. That should help a bit. There we go. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. So now we've got sink, fridge, big spot on the wall. Maybe for that one we add another corkboard. Change size. There you go. Like that's where they put their announcements and stuff. Keep track of who's in here and such. Actually, wait, do we have sticky notes? Custom sticky note. What are some names of cats? Rude. Yeah, the cat photos are here. So we've got, of course, the cat named Cat. Can I not type this? Type on that? Read. How do I... Oh, hold E to edit. There we go. So this one's Cat. And then... Actually, let's change the color to warm yellow. Duplicate that. So we've got Cat, and then this one is Noki. And then we need some names of other cats. Name one Moon? Okay, I can do Moon. And then what other names? Fluffy is kind of one of the basic ones. Ooh, Pepper is a cute one. I like Pepper. One car? Why would I name one car? I feel like this one should be Mochi. We've got a lot of food-based ones. Miso, Galaxy Eater. Okay, we'll do one Galaxy Eater. I think let's pick a couple that aren't food before we go back to some food ones. Galaxy Eater, and then you want this one to be... Okay, I don't even know how to pronounce that one though. Planet Destroyer, okay. How about this one's Mittens? And then last one. What should we name the last one? Pikachu? Okay, we could do Pikachu. Alright, and then also, do we have... Because I've thought of a thing. There we go. So we'll say...
I want to be there.
Wait, can I change the color of this one? No, I can't. Okay. So, Tiger Striped one. This one can be...
Yes.
Planet Destroyer. Can be a orange tabby cat.
I want to see this. Yes. Just go start streaming.
Crouch.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, hang on. We should put like a blanket down.
Just go start streaming.
Oh wait, I can't resize the blanket. I need a rug then. Rug, not rub. Rug. Is it a carpet? It's under decorations, floor decor, and then we need this, probably this one actually. I think we'll start with this one. We'll go...
Yes, welcome back.
That doesn't seem right. This one.
Brick? Wait, what?
So there's that. Put that guy in there, and then go grab
What?
bowl from over here, maybe.
What? What?
I need to skip this sucker. I forgot this one was in my playlist. Remove that one. There we go. Now we'll hydrate. Alright. So we hydrate again. We now have one of them kitted out. Where it looks like there is an actual pet inside. I think probably duplicate that, put that in a couple of these other ones. We'll just change the style of it. Change style. This one can be like that one. Dark one for mittens. You guys have trained me to hydrate whenever I hear that sound at this point. I can't help it. There we go. Another one. Maybe I should change this one to be like purple or something. There we go. Bit of a brighter color for mittens now. And then Fluffy is probably like one of those big fluffy white cats. Which one should they have? Maybe like that one? I can't even say you're that wrong. That one, and then do blue outline. And then moon. I know we have like a celestial one. We have a couple choices for that. I think this one. This one do like a deep blue. I want like a more saturated deep blue though, like that one. And this one can be very bright, vibrant yellow. Oh.
Eternal 2319 wants cat to shapeshift. Whatever your favorite shapeshift is.
That's a hard question. 'Cause I like a lot of my shapeshifts. I know which one is my least favorite. That one's obvious to me, but whatever my favorite is generally just whatever the newest one is. But my newest one isn't supposed to release until Tuesday. So you're essentially asking for me to reveal it early. Which I don't want to do. I want to hold off on that. So I'm gonna... which one do I want to do? Yes, you know what it is, Tanny. I think I'm gonna go with one of the ones that I just haven't used in a while, which is Cheerleader. I don't think I've used it in a little bit. And it's also one of the ones that I actually sell the outfit for, so if I could take the chance for promotion, I'll do it. You're excited for the new one, Tanny? Because it's got the super cute hat and everything. This one needs bright yellow outline. There we go. Oh, right. I mean the one on Thursday. The one on Tuesday is the lobster stream. But I have a We Were Here Together stream coming up. And that's when the new one will be released. I actually have it ready to go into the what's the word? The part of the Discord where I have all of the shapeshifts. I have it ready to put in there. I just haven't put it in there yet because it's not released yet. Alright, so we got that covered. Oh, we should add a drain in here because they would want these to be as easy to clean as possible. Oh shoot, did it? Why is my stream doing that? Yeah. I'm hoping that'll be the last one, but I don't know. No, don't murder the stream. That's how you get it to die again. Nope, still going. Am I back? It's showing reconnection successful. It's green again. But I was saying the part of the Discord where I put the shapeshift. Like all of the different shapeshift options. I have it ready to go in there. But I have not put it in there because it's not released yet. I really need to figure out why it just disconnects, but I have no idea. The fact that it's only OBS is the weird bit. Or at least mostly only OBS. I don't know how to properly say it. Where would I find a drain? Like just search drain. Here we go. Probably one like this one. Round seems like it would work well. That drain feels a little weird. What if I do this one? It's an even one though, isn't it? No? Not allowed? Confused. Why not allowed? I mean, I could probably do that. It'd take quite a bit of extra setup, but I could definitely do that. Because I could just... hang on, let me pull up the thing. If I do... Aw, it's not gonna let me do it. Because I have my lights set for the lights off redeem. It stays. Like, I could do this. I could be this way, and then it's just character hasn't been unlocked type deal. Oh, did you hear? I think probably about there. My lighting's gonna be a little bit off for the rest of the stream now. It will. Luckily, it's a free DLC. You just need to wait for it. Feels so weird to see these drains like lifted off of the floor instead of inset. But I couldn't get the inset one to work. I guess we'll just stick with that one. Maybe we do... Like one of these work tables. What is the difference between the two work tables? One is wider. Probably go wider work table for this. This is supposed to be cat checkup spot. There we go. Could even do more counters around the outside. I mean, if you guys want to pay that much. Where's the corner one? There it is. Maybe this one? Ah, dang, again? That is so weird. Why is that doing that still? Okay, we're green. We're good. I wish I could, like, look at some settings and try and figure out what I've got set wrong that's doing that. But that's... like, I can't do that while the stream is live. Wait, your screen went green for a second. That's a different one.
Stream is burning.
Yes, Tanny, I'm aware stream is burning. You shouldn't be throwing bits at me. Now I'm debating what my plan is after stream, because originally I was going to do some video editing, because I've got some Q&A stream or Q&A clips I need to edit.
Here, have more.
But I'm thinking now I might do frickin' just test stream on Twitch side only, and just enlist some people's help of like, okay, is it stable? Is this working? Because I want to sort this out. The stream dropping is a little crazy. But I know if I try and do that while a YouTube stream is going, it's just not going to end well. Because YouTube is not tolerant to streams dying repeatedly. You enjoying that? Alright, so that might be my plan after stream. But we'll try and carry on with the usual house flipper for now. Maybe that one there. And then big cabinet. I might want to scoot that door a bit. And then maybe that one there, and one that's like a little bit smaller, but not too much smaller. No, I need one that's significantly smaller. That one, yeah, that's the exact size. And then other side, we could do these drawers. And then maybe this cabinet. And then another small one on the end. Oh, I can go a bit bigger than that, can't I? Like that one. Doesn't look too bad. Then if we scoot this door over, that should be fine. Copy this style and paste on all of these. There we go. So now I need to duplicate the wallpaper and stuff. We also never did a floorboard, but I think that's fine. I don't think we need a floorboard in here. I think the tile works for that. There we go. We can get rid of those now. So the other option is keep door there, but then flip the direction. Because that makes more sense to me. Maybe one over. Like that. And then, do we want to add anything else here? I feel like it is missing stuff, but I can't quite say for sure what. Tissue box is probably one thing. Oh, you're gonna take a nap? Okay. Rest well, Tanny. I'm glad you're not a fae. Let's also tweak the color of this, because I want this to be more cyan. There we go. Maybe we do box of some kind. And then change color of this box. So I've got some boxes that maybe they haven't fully unpacked over there. And then can do these completely like treat containers or something for all the good little kitties. That's pretty cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And it's also past time for shape shift. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's 11. So many hydrates. Also, yeah, my lighting definitely looks a little bit off. I think that, and then if I turn off the lights, yeah, that looks about right. Yes, it is a very common occurrence. I don't know if you caused that. You definitely continued it, though. Baked potato cat? I don't like baked potatoes. You have definitely broken it the most. That is correct. Don't know why you guys want to break it. We have enough stuff that breaks on this stream. There we go. Key box. I mean, as long as you guys find enjoyment out of it, I guess. Oh, we should, light switch. There we go. And then wiring, remove both of those from group. And then this one can be for all of these. There we go. Now I thought about putting like a hanging one above this thing. Could do like that one. Chainsaw? I'm confused by chainsaw. I think we'll roll with this one. Maybe a little bit shorter than that. Change size. Put that to there. Oop. Christmas is less than a month away. You are correct. I think that works. Could we do... Oh no, we can't do rug on that. Because time handle. Time keeps flowing. It's kind of supposed to feel like a vet. Because this is the spot where they make sure the kitties are fine and stuff. Because you've got the place where they come to play. And then if something happens, you need a spot to check them over, make sure they're okay. All that kind of stuff. What do we want to do for the wall there, though? Because that is an empty wall. Yeah. Here's do that. Maybe that? Just a cute little cat on the wall. Do we have any other cat themed ones? I don't think so. I could do one of the other ones we have here, but I'm not sure on those. I think we'll stick with that. I think that's nice, soft, and cute. we have? Nah, nothing super useful there either. Alright, so next we need the human part. This is like the human offices and stuff. We've got the storage back here, bathroom. Don't know what all this space is. I assume part of it is office, part of it is like locker rooms or something. Let's start with the locker section. Actually, before we start with the locker section, we probably just want to start with wallpapers and stuff. How do we want to do this? Do we want like same ceiling as in there? I imagine so. So we'll grab ceiling. Ceiling is an easy thing to start with. Oop. There we go. And that bit there. There we go. So now we can sell those, and then we don't really need the tile on the wall that we had over there. We can just go with whatever covering we want. Oh, though we might want to like yoink the paper from in here or something. Oh, or maybe we do these. So we'll definitely use those for trim. Do that across the bottom and at that height. Carry that across. And whoop. There we go. And then last bit over. Yep, let's go get the vertical ones next. This over. Good. Almost got that. Don't eat the surface finish. It is not food. Alright, now we need to pick one for the upper section. We could grab like that same one and bring it in here, but I feel like that might be a bit too samey. Maybe we look at what other wallpaper we have. We could use this striped wallpaper. If we do that as like a soft cyan, maybe like that. Makes it feel very tall. I also realized that I missed the upper one. Yeah, there are many crunchy things to eat that are actually food. I would recommend those. No, don't eat glass. No, you could just not put milk in. You could just eat dry cereal. Then it's not gonna get soggy. I'm sorry to hear you have a headache, Lemonade. The Crunch Eternal. Alright, then let's do that one. Cross there, cross there. Duplicate this one. Actually, no. Duplicate this one, but turn off the cut pattern. Rotate so it's vertical. And get these edges. And I need the other orientation for the other one. Put that back to 0. That one. There we go. That looks a lot better. That looks very nice and soft. So now I can at least sell the empty ones. We'll leave the other ones because we are probably going to need to add another wall in here for office outline. But we should be able to find some lockers. Nope, we get keypads when we search a locker, so we need storage. Is there like a wardrobe that looks like a locker? I swear we had some lockers in this game. These ones might work. They would probably look like lockers if we did like white wood lockers. That's not too bad, though it is same spot on both of them and I don't like that. This one is quite tall, but might work. We've also got the Cozy Rosy one, which doesn't look like it's going to stack well together. Can we change the door on this? Hi Voltron, how are you? Also, did the chat fix? Is YouTube now in the chat? I don't think it is. I don't know. What else we got? RCE? I am confused. Maybe it's under other? No. I want something that works like a locker. Maybe this one? Yeah, that looks more locker-like. And it can fit side by side. Ah, yes. guess we'll do the heart-shaped one. Or maybe this one. I did read it as Rice Cat Lady first. It made me very confused. How is that managed? Why is there just a circle on that? Oh, is it from this door? I think. That looks like it's from that door. Yeah, it is. That's cool. It is weird that the door is casting a shadow on itself, but alright then. Let's try like a spot where they can sit and take their shoes off. That'd be cute. Yeah, the game is a little weird. Base can do white glass plastic. Then these could be custom painted woods. Like that. And let's just duplicate that there. So the knobs on that should be like black iron or something. Ooh, maybe not black iron. Maybe we do coated metal and make them like a bright yellow. And this one could also be coated metal and the bright yellow. Oh wait, they're half and half? That's weird. Coated metal, color bright yellow. Nope. This one. That one. There we go. There we go. That's pretty cute. So we've now got a spot for them to sit, take off their shoes, lockers for them to put their stuff in. Oh, do I want to change? Nah, inner one can stay. Inner one can stay. So next we need to worry about office. Because we know bathroom's going to be here. This is going to be the staff bathroom. I want to put office here, but I don't know if I want office to be fully open. I could scoot the door over a little bit, like there. Hang on. Rather than do that, we'll do full wall. So that way we can adjust the door as we need. This one goes across here, here. This one goes up. Why am I getting lit? Oh, we've just got the smooth floor here so far, which we might stick with. I'm not sure yet. That's 2 block gap, so 2 block gap would also be there. And then we could do 2, maybe there. am I getting bit now? There, and then we'd have other here. Maybe I should knock this wall back more. Hang on, so we'll do duplicate door. Maybe assume door goes off this one. And then if this is office, it probably only needs to go to about here. We could put another storage shelf or something. Makes it feel more like a workplace with tile / carpet. Maybe. Oh, last one. There we go. It is done, isn't it? Up. 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 There we go. So I think using that as storage space should help a little bit. And we've got the duck in to work with that. Carry this across. Gotta be careful when stepping up onto things. Make sure that it doesn't jostle us out of line. There we go. Tiled carpet. I mean, that is technically possible. I don't know if we want that, though. Alright, and then wallpaper. Oh, I forgot the upper one. Yep, and then upper. And then over here. There we go. Now we just need that wallpaper again. Here we go. Not too bad now. Scoop this a smidge over. So I could see trying to do the tiled carpet in here. So let me go to surface finishes and then carpet tiles. I think maybe the knit carpet texture, and then can do that one, and then that one. So be something like this. I guess it works. I'm not entirely sure I'm sold on it. Bottom third from the right? I'm confused. Huh. That sounds like an interesting YouTube video. Oh, for texture? Surface finishes, carpet. Bottom third from the right. I don't think the patch fabric carpet tiles is gonna work here. I could see maybe the poplin one working. But I feel like this also feels like it fits. For a light in here, maybe this one is the boob lamp. Yeah, that works. Hi Gold, how you? Desks. How do we want to do desk in here? That kind of works. And then if we do console table. No, because that would block the drawers. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to sort out how the office of this place would look. That is very big. All of these corner ones are super big. I want like a smaller corner one. Something like that might work, but that also doesn't quite feel right. Maybe that one? That one's not nearly as big. And then if I do top, be that, and then that one could be coated metal and be that dark cyan that we keep using. That kind of looks like it. Maybe even scoot this one out. I was thinking about maybe putting some storage solution there, but that's not enough space. Seats, office chairs. I feel like that one has the vibes. It doesn't have the color, but it has the vibes. Should we swap that to like a cyan? That works. And then... do we do like office stool as the person coming in and sitting? Or do we do something that's more comfortable looking chair? But I don't feel like this is that fancy of an office. Maybe they just like shoved an armchair in the corner? Maybe that's their answer. We do actually have the ones in here that we can just yoink for the material. So maybe that was just like an extra one that they had from the other room. They're just like, okay, we're just gonna shove this into here, and that's now the office chair. Do plastic? I don't... What plastic one were you talking about? Like this one? That just feels wrong, though. I think I like the idea of cozier better. They're tight on space, but they do like making things nice. Low storage isn't going to help us here. Shelves. Shelves might be good. Do shelves like that? Not sure on that one. Enjoy your lunch, Gold. Can we squeeze in? There we go. That's the way to extend the table a little bit. What to do for the shelf there, though? That's a shelf? Almost looks like a fridge. Oh, maybe this one? Nah. That works. And then we could do... Yeah. These things take a little bit of finagling, but they generally work out pretty well. I feel like this one they'd probably not have like proper PC. Oh, but they could do old PC. Old PC might be funny. Doing like the super old school PC setup. That there. Add VCR for breaks. Maybe in the other room, This one's supposed to be like office setup. But like ancient computer setup seems like it'd be silly. But it fits quite well in here. Probably have a printer too, so we'll go with this printer over here. That one. Keep that there. Anything else that they would have? I feel like they'd have maybe an alarm clock. Yes, it is super old. I feel like at this point it's an old lady who started this business because she just really loves cats but didn't want to be like cat hoarder things. So she's like, okay, someone else help make sure that I'm not endangering cats. That seems funny, I like that. What else? I feel like she needs like a plant. Maybe a potted plant? No, plants. Yeah, because we have this cute little cat plant pot that we could use. Maybe an orange cat? And then we could do, what plant should we do in that one? Maybe like that? Yeah. And then what other cute little planters can she have? That one, and then do we have like a taller kind of cactus one? Or meh. Basil feels almost too big for. Here we go, hydrated. Maybe single plant? I am a bit tempted to do like a hanging plant. Ooh, maybe the jelly bean plant. I kind of like the tall one though. Maybe we need a desk lamp. Maybe clock gets put up here. And then desk lamp can be like over here. We need a good desk lamp though. I think this one was slightly better. Colored metal, and then go for cyan again. I'm not sure I like that lamp or not. What are some other cute things that we could put Oh, right, we did see one of the table lamps was this cute little cat. You could even change the face on it. I think we'll go with that face. Stick that up here. Probably just keep that off. And do we have any other cat-themed things? Standing decor. I mean, there's that. It's almost cat-like, but I feel like those are a bit silly for this. Could put a bird figurine down. I could put cat statue, but that's a big statue. It's a big one. I don't want that one big. I want that big. I think it would be cute if she had like a collar from Old Pet, just kind of kept around here. Kind of wish I could put that on the wall, but nah. Tissue box would probably be a smart thing to have. Tissue box there. And then what else works? Could do a pillow on this. I feel like that does help a little bit, but maybe we need it to be tilted slightly. There we go. That feels like it's much cozier into it. Maybe she's just got silly little figurine. Like that one. Then we could do another plant on top here. Maybe this time it is the bird pot. I think yellow would work. Yellow is one of our colors. And then if we do one of the edge hanging plants. That could work. It feels a little bit too in line with the other plants though. So maybe we keep that more there. We could even put the other plants over here. Clock goes there, like that. I feel like that's pretty well filled out. Though it does feel like that wall's pretty empty now. Maybe get another one of these. There we go. Something like that. Or we could have another corkboard in here. I kind of like that though. That gives it pretty good vibes. So then this would be more break room / storage room, though I feel like most of the storage would just be back here. So this is primarily break room then. What if we do electronics, old TV? I can fit that up there. I think that works. It's a bit of a silly place, but I think it works if you put table and stuff on that side. Though I've realized we don't really have enough room here to do like proper break room with mini fridge and stuff. We could if we trimmed down on the lockers a bit, or they do have mini fridge over here, but that feels like it's for medicine and stuff, not their own things. I think microwave and mini fridge would be the ideal. Do we have other mini fridge? Yeah, we've got like the ones built into those. We've got like this guy. Maybe if we just do that there, and then... Oh, I know we also have like another mini fridge, because we have it in my office. Popcorn machine would be funny. I don't think we have room for it, but I'm gonna slap it down for now. Small devices. This one is the one I was thinking. So something like that setup where it's just freezer, fridge thing, and then thing there. That could work. Popcorn machine could even be like stored back here or something, because it's probably something that they drag out for events. So then it's just a matter of correctly placing the mini fridge and stuff. That does take up the space of about like one of those. So maybe we scoot that over. Ooh, head back. Alright, hydrate. There's one. Sell one of these, see if we can't scoot that into place. We can. It is just very finicky. That works, but feels a little bit silly. Maybe we put it on the other side, scoot lockers over. There we go. That feels like it makes more sense. There we go. And then do I want these to be the yellow instead? Possibly. We'll leave them as yellow for now. And then seats. Do we have like a bench? I want someone with a cozier bench than that though. Like this one. Maybe the faded yellow. And then put that there. Or would it be better to do like proper booth style seating? Do I even have proper booth style seating? I feel like I should. There it is, like that one. Would that fit here? Pillows can be glossy leather to cyan, and then the yellow. Maybe. And then for the table, maybe like this one. Could even yoink the pattern from over here. Copy style. That one. I like it, but it definitely needs a light in here somewhere. Maybe a ceiling lamp above the table. That's such a big ceiling fan. Are all of them that big? This one's smaller. Nah. I don't think fan's a good option here. Something like this would probably actually work. Maybe not in that color, but you see where I'm going. That actually works surprisingly well. But I also feel like that feels a little bit higher end than I would imagine for the employee only section. I don't know though. If this place also does like vet visits or something, which I doubt they would, but who knows. That doesn't sound very good, Eternal. Yes, I do normally play this game with Vulki, but Vulki's feeling under the weather today. He should hopefully feel better by next weekend. Why do I feel so low in this chair? that one works. That one feels like it's much cheaper, and that's probably something they would have done while still feeling like it's more or less in line. Cyan, base, white, or there we go. Brightness. Turn down the, or turn up the warmth a bit on these. Because it makes it look like a bit of an older place. So that's not bad. I'm quite liking that. I think we're good to sell these now. What else are we missing? We still have to do bathroom and storage room, but I feel like this place is still missing something. Maybe like a stool as like an extra chair or something. Mushroom stool. It's super cute, but not for this place. Well, maybe it's just wall decor, because that back wall feels like it needs something. Sort of. Oh, clock. Clock would be good in here. Maybe we do same clock from here. Clock above that door. That still doesn't fix that back wall though. Could do decorative wall strips, but that doesn't feel right. That feels silly, but I kind of like it. It feels like the type of thing that you'd see at a cat place. So I guess that works. And then, what else do we need? I guess we just move on to the bathroom next. We'll probably do clone these materials again. And then, actually, yoink this one. How much is the cream? Well, I'm not the one selling it. This place isn't open for business yet. Hydrating. There we go. We'll go to the grocery store and get some then. What was the ceiling in the other bathroom over here? Okay, it was that one. So that one's probably fine then. What do we want to do for the upper section of the walls? Something that's cheap would be fine. I feel like I probably just want to yoink this wallpaper again. Oop, out of surface finish. Grab more. Alright, so finishings are done. Now we just have to make the rest of this place feel like it makes sense. Because we need to fit a toilet and a sink in here at the very least. Actually, let's go grab toilet that we used in the other place, because they'd probably just buy two of the same. Maybe toilet there, and then go clone that sink. Sink. Maybe that one goes like there. And then we could have that same wall counter thingy, or wall table? Is that what they called it? Weird. There we go. Why Keidakat? I'm doing good, Mush. How are you? We'll run around this way this time. I think we'll keep that by the door. And then I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Mirror. Thingy. I just realized, did we put like a way for you to dry your hands in this other bathroom? We did not. Okay. I think that's home appliances, small devices. That's hand sanitizer. Towel dispenser? Or we could do the hand dryer. I think probably towel dispenser. that works. That is at least functional. Oh, we're missing toilet paper though. Clone that. Put toilet paper on there. Do we want anything back there? Maybe just a, like a hook to hang your bag on or something? Could do it as like a shelf, that could work. Shelves. So we could use like a coat rack, maybe? That brings it together a little bit. And then maybe this is also where they store extra toilet paper. I think that's a cute way of doing it. So I think that's bathroom done. Oh, we need the light switch though. Did we even do a light switch in here? Sell these. No, we didn't do a light switch in here. Nor in here. So we need to yoink these light switches and do them in the other spaces. So do light switch there. And then light switch here. Light switch here. Wiring tool. Remove these from the thingy. Probably gonna need a second one in here if we do some extra stuff there. There we go. And then this one goes to there. Oh, hang on. That needs to remove from wiring group and be in its own group. Wait, how are you still? Remove from group, remove from group. There we go. Light off, light on, that works well. So that's pretty good. I don't know if we want to add extra light down this hallway or just leave it as is. I suppose we'll wait for night again and see what it kind of gives us. Now this place, that clearly needs a lot of stuff. We'll scoot this for now. We'll scoot popcorn. Leave that there. While we actually do the inside of this. Do we want the same ceiling in there and there? I think so. And this also had the same ceiling. Oh, what has happened to that there? Oops, shoot, that's the wrong direction. So we need to duplicate this one, but then have it be rotated. Like that. And that's the one we need for that spot. There we go. That's a lot better. This is probably the one we're gonna need in there too. Yeah, that looks a lot better than it being whole lengthwise. So get rid of these. And then we can't really do like trim on top on this one. Maybe we just do that and yoink this for floor one. Oops, shoot. I didn't mean to do that bit of the floor. So copy that and up. Fix. Kind of feels like a storage room, kind of doesn't. I could do like flatter walls, but I don't think that's going to help either. I guess we'll just carry on with this. It's at least acceptable. It's better than what it was. Why are you cheesing me over there, Lemonade? Oh, we missed the top bit there. Yeah, this is taking a lot of surface finish. There we go. So we shrink that down. Run this across. There we go. So now we can sell these things. And then... how do we want to do the actual storage in here? I think some we could do... oh, that's even wider than I thought it was. What about like these garage shelves? Do those fit there? They do! Well, that's a pleasant surprise. I feel like we'd need a freezer back here, I'm realizing. Because normally in these places you'd have like a walk-in freezer. But I don't know if we actually have space for that. Unless we put them like on that wall. So let's assume there. That would let us go from there to there. then could do across this way. Be a pretty narrow freezer though. Would that work for an ice cream place? If done right, I feel like it could. So we'll do... Let's use these to figure out the spacing. Do like 2 of them. Oh, but I'd probably want a gap between them so that they could be like different sizes or different temperatures maybe. I don't know why you'd want different temperatures. Well, I suppose you'd have one that's like refrigerator and one that's freezer. Don't know what all they'd need to keep refrigerated as opposed to frozen in an ice cream place though. Suppose we'll still plan for that. So that's like 10 gap. And then scoop that one off. Bring this back out. We're probably gonna have to go get on the roof and fix the thing. There we go. That one. And then the next one needs to be another gap of 10. Fair enough, Gold. That is certainly a reason to close the stream. Wait, what is that about? What is... Oh. Lemonade threw their wallet at you. You keep your hot fudge in the fridge when you're not using it? I think that's one of the things that you're supposed to do, but I'm not 100% sure. Suspicious door. Sort of works, sort of doesn't. Don't want someone that's that hidden. Oh. Should have remembered that selling a door gets rid of the wall too.
Okay, be a bad boy and watch me find it out for myself.
Maybe a medium door. I want something that feels like a heavy freezer door, so maybe this one? Do that one in... that. Can we fit one more on this side? We can. So then duplicate this one, put that right there. Or wait, yeah, because you guys are off by one, so this one should move back a bit. And then, hang on, is that 2 gap on that side? Okay, that is a 2 gap. So that's gonna have to scoot in line with that. And then I should be able to do the rest of this one. I wonder how I can make it feel like a freezer inside.
Eternal 2319 wants cat to shapeshift. OSHA violation.
So you just want the helmet gone? Is that what you want, Eternal? I imagine that's what you're asking for with an OSHA violation. Welcome back, Voltron. Oop, out of surface finish. Go grab more of it. Ooh, very nice. Cuddly cats are the best. I'm trying to get my cat to be more cuddly. They've just gotten a bit more tolerant. That's pretty good. Now we just need to worry about how are we making these be freezer feeling. I think we'll start with selling the stuff in here so that we can focus on just what does the walls look like. Maybe we could do the tile, or what other weird surface finishes have we got? Could just do plastic. Just white plastic. I feel like that works. And then bring that into the other one. Yeah, cats are super nice. Well, not all cats. Some cats are not as nice. Got those. Now let's figure out color-wise what are we doing for these. I think maybe driftwood and then doing like just white. I feel like that makes sense. And then duplicate this. So we get one there, one that side, one here, and then there, there, and there. Did I get that one centered? Not really. There we go. Alright, do we have like ice anything? No, we just have ice cream. Snow? Be great if I could just like put ice or snow in here or something and make it look like it's actually frozen. What are the commands for? It depends on which command. Because you've got some commands that do stuff with the little stream avatars running across the bottom, or you have ones like yeet or cheese that are just silly responses in chat. Though ones like head pat and boop and heck cheese as well, if you do them at me and then get lucky, they'll show up on stream where you'll either like head pat me or something. Is there any winter decorations that just look like snow or something? No. Maybe a vent? Yeah, bomb is a silly one. Wait, are you asking your cat what the commands are for? What commands are for cat? I'm confused. Oh, I forgot to do the ceiling on that one. Did I do the ceiling on the other one? I didn't. Oh, I can't. I can't do the ceiling on that one. I could do the whole ceiling as this. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Whole ceiling as that feels like it works. Sell that. How do we make this feel like a cold storage? I don't have any commands for your cat. Not that I know of anyways. Maybe we just do some boxes. Crouch. Maybe tuck that one there. Give it a friend. That's a shame, Eternal. So I wonder how much of that is your internet versus my stream count down. Though I suppose if no one else is complaining about stream going down, it's probably fine. I hope. I really hope it's fine. It is weird that it did it like just towards the start of the stream and then like hasn't. Do we have a bucket? We do have a bucket. But I want the bucket with a lid. Bucket there as well. It's probably enough for that one. Duplicate this guy. Yep. And then a bunch of the little boxes. And then 2 friends. Okay, move 1 friend. There. That one can be 1 there, then a bucket on the other side. This one can just be 1 and then bucket. And then upper shelf just needs like a couple of these. Alright, I think that'll work. So that can be the freezers now. Why is my chat so violent? I mean, that certainly sounds like Gremlins. I mean, technically Stream Avatars gave you bombs. I just didn't turn them off. Maybe do like 1 up here. And then there, and there. And there. There we go. That feels like storage room. It kind of gets the idea across. Now we have all of this space, which I'm not quite sure whether we want to go more shelves or something else. Probably more shelves on this wall. something like this. I try not to do ones that are like super distracting as those ones. And I don't, there's already a way to throw your stream avatar. I forget the command though. Yes, that one. So yeah, popcorn machine could go there. What other color palettes do we have for it? I kind of like the yellow one. I think we'll go yellow one. Why are you... I want to duplicate, but I don't want to have it snap like that. There we go, precise placement. There we go. So we've got some stored up there. Can have more boxes around here. That should work. And then could do this there. Maybe like that, and then could do some over here. There we go. I think that's pretty good for a storage room. Oh, they probably keep like mop back here and stuff too, wouldn't they? Some mop bucket. And then the mop itself. So can you put the mop in the mop bucket? No, you can't. Would probably be smart to have a broom as well. Maybe it's like broom hangs there, mop hangs there, mop bucket below it. Yeah, 14 feet would be a little bit insane. That sounds like apocalyptic conditions or something. Do we have a shelf that would work above that? Driftwood, I believe, is the one we used over there. That kind of works, but I'm not sure what to stick up there. Oh, I also forgot it is well past time for me to put back on my hard hat. There we go. Oh, we should do another light switch. Duplicate light switch, put in here. We still haven't done any lights in here, and it's going to need them. Ceiling lamp. I think we'll just use these guys. Oh, we can't even do that. We can't do ceiling lamps in here. I forgot. So what kind of wall lamps can we use then? We could use like these guys. Just put like one above each of the doors. In here too. Oh, if we make those like more of a blue, we could probably make it feel colder in here. Wiring tool, grab that. That one needs to remove from that group, go there. Connect that one. There we go. And then change this one so it is very cold. In fact, maybe we'll even try RGB. So maybe that one. And then this one could be RGB and be even darker blue. That kind of gives the feeling of freezers now. Yeah, probably, because there's a good chance that if you do it now, whoever you want to raid might have stopped streaming. So you do probably want to pick someone towards the end. Fair enough, Voltron. I do try and do well at that. There we go. So I think that works. Maybe we want to turn down the lights a bit. Put them brightness like 50% or something. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. And these ones too. There we go. That feels like it's a nice, clean storage room. Does that mean we're done with this place, though? Is there anywhere that we need to update? I suppose we still need to see about nighttime here. But this place is all done. And then our actual playroom is pretty darn good. We've got the front. It also has ice cream counter and bathroom. And then we've got the outside. I think this came together really well. Problem is, I'm not sure what we're doing with the rest of our time. It also does not feel the greatest finishing this without Vulki, but it happens, it happens. We can give him proper tour on next stream. we won't sell it yet. I think back here. It might be cute to put like a little, another bench back here. That might be cute. Duplicate that one. Oh right, I also wanted to do some of the planters and stuff. Well, that's a shame, gold. Hopefully it comes back quick. There we go. Back table. I could do another sim. I could also just start another house or something. I'm not quite sure. I've got options. Kind of want to add like a beam or something to this side to help break that up. Like this one, and then do it as white. Can I not? Okay, there we go. I can fit that. Yeah, I think that helps give it that tiny bit more definition than it already did. Do we need to do that on this side too? No, I think that's fine. I think that one wraps alright. Was what you think it was? The mystery machine, or are you talking about something else? Alright, I was going to check nighttime setup. So we need to grab a bed. Just plop this down. Sleep until midnight. There we go. Alright, so now we can do checks of lighting all around. That's not too dark. That looks fine. That looks fine. This definitely looks fine. This definitely still looks like a freezer. That's good. Front looks fine. I do not doubt that, gold. Yeah, looks like the lighting is all good here. So we can sleep until morning. Why not? Is morning bright enough? Yeah, it's lovely. We'll stick with it. Ah, yes, this one is still bugged. You know what? Vulki's not here. We could fix that. There we go. I hope it's not desynced next time he joins, but we'll see. Alright, so then I want to do some plants around like this edge. That's something else we could work on. The question is what kind of plants? Shrubs. There's this one. That might work for a tall plant there, but I noticed we've got like a pine one next to it. So maybe, yeah, maybe like this one would be good for that little nook there to kind of bridge the gap. That should help bleed the kind of difference. But then as for the rest of these, I'm not quite sure what to do. Blueberry bushes. Theater sim? I don't know. You could put it in the game suggestions in the Discord. That's an interesting one, but that's kind of big. We could do like shorter hedge, but it feels weird to do hedge on hedge. I think juniper is what I was aiming for. It kind of bleeds in with that pine feeling. So that one's the biggest. Can we squeeze that in to the hedge as far as it'll go? I think that'll be fine. Mix that with that one. Build back up from here. Maybe even do same size, different rotation. Something like that. There we go. I feel like that does help kind of beef it up a little bit. Yeah, that's still going good. There. Beef that back up a little bit at a time. Maybe drop back down without going fully up on this one. Yeah, that's looking good. Wait, what? My eye popped into your brain? How did my eye pop into your brain? I mean, I know it's been known to pop out of my head before, but that doesn't mean it should pop into your brain. Up. And then this one probably goes all the way up to the largest. Oh, especially around that corner if I can get it. Because this is definitely a corner piece. Oh, I saw a spot where that worked for a second. That feels like it's going to be too far out. That works. Fair enough then. The brain does silly things, that's for sure. Ultimate Theater Simulator. Yeah, I don't know that one by name. It might have popped up on my recommended at some point and I just don't remember it. Aw, I can't fit that there. Okay, we'll have to go for a smaller one. Like that. Probably there, and then fill with that. And then we need the little one. There we go. So now we've got juniper all along the edge, and then just this spot to figure out through here. That's still a lot less than we had. We're making progress. Check the smaller ones. That there. Bridge to there. Have fun, Voltron. Yeah, I think we'll keep on with the bigger ones for a little bit. Maybe one more. There we go. And now we can swap to the smaller. And then littlest. A little bit bigger. Biggest that'll fit here. I do wonder, can I fit like the biggest one here? Yes, I can. Can we then fit like the smallest one in this gap here? No. Okay, so this one will probably just scoot over some then. Help blend that gap a bit. There we go. And then biggest ones around the back. Come on, I saw this one go green for a second. Right there. So then there and there. Fill that in. There we go. That looks pretty darn good. Is there anything else that we need? Or are we good? We could add like a couple more cars to the parking lot maybe. So I think we only have this one. It's under assortment. Nope. I think that's our only car. Oh, it would be cute to put a slow children at play sign, because there is the playground over there. So maybe just a sign reminding people that there are children playing here. Maybe that goes on the other side though. Or not? There we go. Fit it there. That works. So just a reminder, there is children. You should not be speeding through here. We could do a flag, but that feels a little bit silly. I don't think we need a flag on an ice cream place. There is Gator. Ooh, I found a cat statue. Just little cats on either side. I think that's cute. I eat a lot of popcorn and other salty foods. I wonder if we can fit this, like, somewhere in here. Just a little bit of extra decor. Or up here, maybe? There we go. That works. Touch of extra cats. You're not gonna tell me you want me to shapeshift into a pretzel now, are you? We could do a bird bath. A bird bath might be cute. Where there's like a fountain. Fire hydrant would probably be smart. The question is, where would fire hydrant go? So it'd normally be on like street side. Oh, we could do one like over here. There we go, fire hydrant. You guys are coming up with silly ones. Leisure and play. Anything else that we can use? Not on that one. Already used our constructions. Oh, that would be a cute one. I don't think we need that though. Do not eat Play-Doh. Oh, here's the other one. So there's the car. We've also got a van here. I feel like it'd be really stupid, but also kind of funny to have a white van just parked outside an ice cream place. That works. Suspicious white van. Maybe we have another car that's out here just to kind of break it up a little bit. There we go. 2 normal cars and a suspicious kidnapper van somewhere in the back. I think that works pretty well. I don't think we need any other transportation stuff. No need for any of the beehives or anything either. Compost bin. Oh, head back. There we go. Construction hat back on. Compost bin might work. But it also feels a little silly. Because I'm sure that they would have stuff that they could compost. But it also seems like a hassle. Maybe they keep it back here next to the other trash. So you wouldn't really want this smell of compost here. Eek. Alright. Construction. I am not a car! Hang on, can I repaint the mystery machine at all? You can! Oh, you can change the interior. Odd. I think we're good with this. Why a light bulb? Okay, that's closed. Just go through and close the doors. Close that. Over here, close that. This one will need to finagle a little bit to get it closed. There we go. Wait, are those like the hard caramel candies? There we go. So that's all the doors shut. Those are pretty yummy. You want to see Keita Ghost? I could do Keita Ghost. That's not hard. Oop. That was wrong button. It was spooky transition though. it was silly one. Hang on. It was this one. And then I do that. Ooh, I am a ghost. I am a spooky ghost. Yeah, ghost is easy. I can do ghost. I could have ghost of any of them. Though it is a bit of a pain to try and click around and do this. So I don't know how often I would be doing that for shapeshifts. But I can do ghost. I'll in fact leave that filter on and just rename it to ghost. Keita toast. Alright. So I've got that done. I'm debating if I just want to end stream a little bit early, because we're essentially at like a decent stopping point, and I think I want to talk with the Vulki before I buy the next place. Weird owl noise. Because I don't know what the vibes are for next one, but I'm very happy with this. This is a super adorable cat cafe ice cream thing. And what do you mean, what have you started, Lemonade? What did you start? Hydrating. There we go. Man, I forgot how much money we have in our wallet in this game, though. That's why we can just do whatever the heck we want, which is great. That's always the best part. You know what? Now I'm curious. What is your guys' favorite part of this build? What do you guys like the best? Because I think I'm torn. So much of this place is good, but I think it would have to be the little cozy spot you play with the cats. I think that one's my favorite, because having to work with 0 cat items and make it a cat place was such a fun challenge. Using the balls and the fishing lures as toys is just, I love it. Your favorite part is the image board? Yeah, let's go take another look at that one. Because being able to use our own images definitely helped. So we have pictures of actual cat, and it's adorable. He's great. Yes. And then, of course, the Scooby-Doo gang whose van is parked out back. Oh, I see we've got Guide the Brave. Very nice. Any other favorites or things that people want another look at? Because I think the pet place with all the silly names of Cat, Noki, Fluffy Moon, Pepper Mochi, Poop Lamp Fan, yeah. Galaxy Eater, Planet Destroyer, Pikachu, and Mittens all work very well as cat names. Yeah, Poop Lamp Fan. And then the break room is quite nice. It's so clean. There's no way they're gonna keep it this clean, but it works. And then of course the office, very cute. Alright, I think that's about all I've got. Put that back. Forgot that door opens in. There we go. But yeah, Cat Scream has come out wonderfully. Yee, I am super happy with it. It is still impressive that this is before the Pets DLC. I feel like I'm gonna have to hold on to this place until we get the Pets DLC and see what we need to add. Because you know the Pets DLC is going to add things that make this a lot, like, easier to tell what it is. But even without the Pets DLC, you can tell this is a cat cafe, I feel like. Yeah, I'm super excited for the Pets DLC too. I don't remember what day it's supposed to come out, which kind of bugs me now. Let me see. Have they put a release date for the Pets DLC? Looking. Our release date is 2026. So sort of. But they will add cats. I wonder if we can put cats in here. Though I imagine that it's going to be like the Pets DLC on House Flipper 1, where they're your pets and you can take them on jobs with you. So that might be a little bit different. But either way, I am still super excited for the Pets DLC if it's not abundantly clear by the fact that I made a cat cafe before it even came out. I'm sure it'll be super fun. But it'll be add dogs, cats, and fish, and super excited. Ooh, what TV shows are coming out in 2026? I haven't paid much attention to that. My boyfriend is more the media glutton on TV and movie side. So he'd probably be able to say, if he was paying attention. He watches a lot of old stuff too. So I forgot if I did that hydrate or not. There we go, extra hydrate done. And then let me make sure that we're good for the Guide the Raid. Okay, I see them. Let me make sure that I have that up on my other browser so that it's functional. Duplicate that one. Put that down. There we go. So I've got that set up. Now we're ready to go once we're wrapped up. As for what we're expecting for the next streams, and let me swap to one that doesn't have talking over it. There we go. That one's a good one for chilling. Alright, so next stream is going to be on Tuesday. We're going to be doing 3D models for Fred and Frank. And for those that don't know, let me get Fred and Frank out so that you guys can see. Because we have Frank here, who is our blue lobster. And then we've got Fred. And both of these are our adorable stream pets. We've even got merch of them. So of course, they need to be a little bit a little bit more defined. So we're going to bring them into the third dimension. And that'll be what we're doing on Tuesday. So I'm super excited for that. Hopefully we end up with something usable fairly quickly. You don't need to roll for them. They're already out. Alright, hydrating again. And then on Thursday, we were here together with Aniki, and that is going to be the first stream where I use the new winter outfit. And that has been teased in the spoilers section of my Discord, so some of you already know what that looks like, but have not seen it in motion yet. And honestly, I am super excited to show that one off. It has an adorable hat that moves in my ears, and I'm super, super excited to show that off. And then we'll be back on Sunday, probably with House Flipper. I'll have to talk with Vulki about that, whether he wants to start a new one or whether we want to take a break and do a one-off or something. So we'll see how that goes. But either way, I am super excited for the streams next week. Let's go ahead and start raiding out. And I will see you guys next time. Any of you who are paying attention to my Twitch, you may see another stream later today where I just try and figure out what the heck is going on with my OBS dropping all the time. But it'll be all kinds of scuff, so treat it just like a just chatting. So I will see you guys next time. Doei mia!